Hello, I'm Sam Kitchen with the Worldwide Church of God, and I just want to tell you, I hope you're having a wonderful Sabbath day. I'm here in Jerusalem. Uh, I just want to sit down and talk to you uh, about some things that's been on my mind. Uh, God opened a lot of doors for me to be here, and I appreciate being here. I've been here a week already, and I'm going to continue to be here until it's time to go back. But I do want to talk about the Worldwide Church of God and what it actually is, because a lot of people think the Worldwide Church of God is just a corporation, an organization. It is in reality, it is the Church of God, organized as Jesus Christ saw fit through Herbert W. Armstrong. So Mr. Armstrong put it this way: the Worldwide Church of God is the worldwide collective of all the Church of God membership around the world, put together in harmony, fitly joined together, and we all being spiritually organized by Jesus Christ from heaven on his Father's throne, and he is the head of this church, and no man is. And a lot of people think, well, the Worldwide Church of God was a California-based nonprofit organization, and that it was destroyed, it was dismantled, it's dead. A lot of people consider the Worldwide Church of God dead, and that's absolutely not true. The Worldwide Church of God is alive. The Church of God is alive. Jesus Christ says in Matthew 16, verse 18, that the gates of hell shall not prevail against this church. And he created one church, not multiple churches or sects or denominations or groups or organizations. Now, it's not wrong to have a corporation to organize or to use the system that this world has, because a lot of the states require an organization or corporation to be able to have a bank account to receive money and to handle money, handle real estate, property, etc. What is wrong is starting a new church. And a lot of people have vacated the Worldwide Church of God to create a new Church of God, and organize a new Church of God as they see fit. A lot of them looked at the Worldwide Church of God, saw a bunch of problems, and saw a bunch of good things they liked about it, and they try to take all the good things they wanted from it and leave the rest. And it's not about cherry picking what we liked about the Worldwide Church of God. We was added to the Church of God. We wasn't in charge of any of that. Christ didn't put us in charge of organizing, but he added us to the body, and God added us to the body as He saw fit. And some people, well, I was going to say a lot of people, but some people have overstepped and have accepted the offer the devil offered them from this world. Because a lot of what's happened is that they saw a problem with the apostates taking over the organization of the Worldwide Church of God in the 90s. And they saw a lot of changes. Well, a lot of them was departing from Jesus Christ, and a lot of them was trying to transform the Worldwide Church of God into a new church. And so they was wanting a new church, but they wanted to see the Worldwide Church of God as it was under Mr. Armstrong, gone, replaced, and transform into something that they liked, because they was leaning more towards this world. And so they went after the organization, and they to gather the assets of the Worldwide Church of God, to bring down the media center of the Worldwide Church of God, because the Worldwide Church of God, through Mr. Armstrong, was on top of world events. They had connections to heads of state, presidents, queens, kings, emperors, through Mr. Armstrong's meetings. And this system really was concerned about that because there was no way they could control the Worldwide Church of God while Herbert W. Armstrong was alive. And so they saw the dismantling of such a system as a profitable thing. And if they didn't have a hand in it, they obviously, I believe that they sure rejoiced when they saw it dismantled. Once they got a hold of these people that left the church, got a hold of the assets of the church, they began creating their own church, and no longer, I don't consider them a Worldwide Church of God at all. A lot of people say the Worldwide Church of God went apostate, they changed, they went and accepted a bunch of different doctrines and stuff. Oh, they gave up the truth. Well, they didn't give up the truth. The church continued on. It's those who left the church, who left Jesus Christ, that went on and gave up the truth, and they turned away. I don't call evil good, and I don't call good evil. And a lot of people say, well, the Worldwide Church of God is dead. And a lot of people say that. The spirit, the attitudes behind it is there to turn you away from Herbert W. Armstrong, turn your orientation away from the Worldwide Church of God, because the Worldwide Church of God was the Church of God collective worldwide, oriented towards Jesus Christ through the apostle Mr. Herbert W. Armstrong. And so that orientation created a fitly joined body, a one body united that was unbreakable at times. It's still unbreakable. A lot of people think it's been destroyed or been overthrown, and it hasn't. So a lot of people want to use the phrase "the Worldwide Church of God is dead" to take your eyes away from that. Say, hey, don't look that way. Don't look that way. Look this way. And that's the spirit of Antichrist, and that's the spirit I'm targeting with all these people in these groups. Is they are not orienting to the Church of God towards Jesus Christ. They're orienting towards themselves. And once they've done that, that disqualifies them. They've created a new church group by going to the state, and by creating a second church, they are accepting the heresy of division. And Jesus Christ says in 1 Corinthians through the Apostle Paul that there should be no divisions among us. And everyone keeps saying, well, they're dead. Well, the things, the property, the assets that was in the hands of Babylon comes to nothing. God points out that in Babylon, that the Babylon will be destroyed and laid waste. It will come. Everything that this system does that's in the wrong hands will come to nothing. But in the hands of the church, God really used us, and that's what we need to focus on. We need to keep ourselves oriented towards Jesus Christ, and He oriented and organized us through Herbert W. Armstrong into the Worldwide Church of God. And that's the temple that is going to be established here in Jerusalem when Jesus Christ returns. And so that's what we need to look for. It's not a physical temple, it's a spiritual temple. And we need to listen to what Mr. Armstrong taught and what we received from the apostle. And that is what we really need to do from now on. So I just want to say hello to everyone. That was a short message, and I do want to talk to you later on. And I hope you have a wonderful Sabbath day. Welcome from Jerusalem.